Well, good morning. As you can see, I am at my new apiary where I only have one hive because it's a bit of a tester with the golf buggy to see how I get on. So what I thought I'd do, I don't know these bees, I'm going to do a hive inspection and I'm going to try to video as much as I can of it and hopefully put together a lovely little VT of a hive inspection. Let's see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is light my smoker. Obviously this is a video geared towards new beekeepers and one of the most important tools that you can have with you when you're looking at bees is a smoker. You don't have to use it much, but you know, it's there just in case. Now, I'm not the best smoker lighter in the world, so just lit the newspaper. I'll add a bit more here, get that bit going, and then to that I'll add some bits of cardboard once it starts to go, and I'm going to find a little bit of dried wood from here and put that in. So I picked up some nice dry twigs, so sort of try and get those to light as well, and that will keep it going just a little bit longer. I always bring water with me when I go to an apiary because sometimes you can end up being there an awfully long time, and it's important that you have water to drink because you get very hot in a bee suit, especially on a day like today. The other thing that you need is your hive tool and a pair of gloves. Now let's go and have a look at those bees. So the first thing obviously is to, that's a very energetic smoker, is to lift the roof off. Here we go. Now we always place it upside down on a flat surface, and you'll see why in a minute. So there it is beside the hive. On top of it I'm going to put the super. I'm going to tell you that that super went on 2 days ago and it's almost full. It is so heavy, so wow. There's a lot of forage here. That is great news. So let's get the queen excluder off. This is the queen excluder. When you take the queen excluder off, always check that the queen bee isn't on the other side. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. Look at these beautiful bees. Here they are, look. I'm now checking to make sure the queen isn't on here. And I'm pretty sure she isn't. In fact, I'm very sure she isn't. So there they are, beautiful girls. Nice bees, as you can see. They're not cross with me. They're obviously very happy here, and the queen isn't there. So what I do with this is I lay it near the entrance to the hive. So there it is at the entrance to the hive. The next thing I do is you take out the last frame. Usually not much going on the last frame. This is, as I say, this isn't my hive. This is a dummy board, so nothing will be going on that, and I put that down beside the hive. That means I've got more room for manoeuvre as I look at the bees. Here we go. Oh, these are gorgeous little bees. So here we go. Lots of eggs in there, lots of eggs. Lots of stores. Again, I'll try a close-up for you. I don't know how much that will stay in focus. I'll make sure the queen isn't on the back. So I'm hoping you can see this. If I point that there, you can see the little tiny dots of cotton, and those are newly laid eggs. Hello girlies. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to your new apiary. Oh, this one is full of stores. absolutely full. That's very heavy. Absolutely full of honey. Goodness me, on both sides. We're going to have to move that up so the queen's got somewhere to lay. This is where I'd use the smoker, just a tiny bit, just to say, off you go, down you go. Yeah, beautiful eggs, lots of them. Now I want to see if I can see the queen. She's not marked. Oh, lovely brood, lovely brood. I always say when you're looking for queens, don't look for the difficult, look for the obvious. She's very much bigger than the other ones. This is lovely, this is lovely. Good. And this is what we call covered brood here. This bit here, where they've covered the brood now with wax cappings. There you have it, the little C-shaped larva. You can even see with some of it here, you can see the royal jelly, little misty looking larva, and then it turns into this wonderful C-shaped larva, and then they cap it over with wax. There's a drone. You can see how much bigger he is than the worker girls. That's the drone. I mean, this is absolutely lovely. This is what we call wall-to-wall brood. Wall-to-wall brood on both sides. Look at that. Beautiful. Wow, thank you, Sally. This is a lovely, lovely hive, lovely bees. Obviously got a very nice queen. She's doing a good job. So you see a hole here. The brood has been born, the nurses have cleaned it out, and the queen, I can assure you, has laid more eggs in there. This is a lovely sight. Your little guard bee buzzing all around me. What are you doing? What are you doing? It would be nice to see the queen, but I know she's there. I'm going to stop the video because it's quite boring just seeing me lifting out frames, and if I see the queen, I'll let you see her too. And there she is. Where is she? She's there, and lovely queen. There she is, and she is marked. So there you are. As I say, always look for the obvious, not what you don't think, oh, I'll never see a queen amongst all those bees. Yes, you will. She's so much bigger than the other bees. Look at her. She's very distinctive. To see her disappearing down there. So I popped that frame with the queen on back in there. Again, look at this fabulous brood. Look at this. So exciting. Why am I so excited? Oh, because I've had such trouble with my other hives. This is a blessing. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, God. But you know, having wall-to-wall brood, I might as well just say this whilst I'm inspecting it. Although it's great, this is just full of stores. Lots of stores and lots of lovely pollen on that side. So although having wall-to-wall brood is a very good thing, it does mean that they can run out of space quite quickly, and they might think about swarming. And I do not want that to happen. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on this hive. I do not want to lose my girls. I really don't. These are amazing. So I'm just going to pop this back together. I'll stop the video while I do it because that's very boring too. So before I put the queen excluder on the top, I'm just going to remove a bit of this. It's called brace comb. Give them a gentle little puff. They build this up. Make sure the bees aren't on there. There we go. And very gently, just scrape that across there. Come on, little drone, you can move. There we go. And this just makes sure the hive stays nice and tidy, and the queen excluder will lay flat. So I'm just going to cover them up with this whilst I remove the brace comb from the queen excluder. There it is. So I shook off the bees and I used my hive tool just to get rid of this excess brace comb. This little girl's still on there, one that got left behind. And all this wax that I, think, oh, when you saw my video of how long it takes a little honeybee to make wax, you can't just get rid of this. If you didn't see the video, it takes a honeybee 12 hours to make 8 tiny, really tiny flakes of wax. So when I've taken all this off, I store it up, I melt it down, and I give it to Thorns, and in return they give me discount on my next fresh foundation. Or if you're creative, you can make candles out of it if you have time. You can make polish out of it, you can make anything out of it. Oh, just poke this through here. So all I have to do now is rebuild this hive. There we are, they've all gone down. Much nicer to have had that cover on there, isn't it? So where's my queen excluder? Not exactly clean, but it's better than it was. Nothing's ever perfect in this life, is it? And I'm going to put another super on. Oh, this is so heavy. So I'm going to put this super back on where it was for now, and add another super on the top. You will have noticed just then I took the crown board off and I didn't check to see if there was a queen underneath. Why? Because on top of this brood box here is a queen excluder and she cannot get up into the supers. Why don't we want the queen in the supers? Because we don't want her to lay eggs. So there, another super just goes on top of there, nice and gently, making sure you don't crush any bees. They'll be very happy with that, because they've nearly filled the other one in 2 days. 2 days. What's going on, girlies? It's great. Okay. Excellent. And then we replace the crown board very gently, because there's lots of bees underneath there and on top. Good. And finally, there we go. I always like a couple of bricks on top as well. So there you go. Boom, back a nice little view of the hive. Nice and busy. Lovely bees. Lovely bees. Well, I would say that went very well. I certainly enjoyed that inspection. The bees are lovely, and I hope if you're a new beekeeper you can see how gentle honeybees are and how gentle we are when we are dealing with them. And if you're not a beekeeper, I hope you've enjoyed watching it and you've learned a little bit more about beekeeping. I have a monthly blog. I will put the detail a link to that in the details below. I'll put the link to my website, to my blog, and to my social media channels. Please do follow me, please subscribe to my channel and share if you will. have a wonderful rest of the day.